continues here in Saudi too, with the guests of the most merciful Diyuf al-Rahman, who attended this year's Hajj 1437 Hijriya 2016, and glorious days, as well as in a peaceful, secured atmosphere. And as the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, Al-Hajju Arafah, pilgrimage is Arafah. So Arafah Day is a very memorable day for all Muslims. It's different than any other day, and we're glad to be accompanied with Abdul Rahim Karti from Scotland, that performing Hajj this year. Abdul Rahim Karti, I want to welcome you to Saudi too, and you're an English teacher at the University of Qasim, and I would like to welcome you to this year's Hajj.
Thank you.
This is not your first Hajj?
Alhamdulillah, no, it's not. Since I've been in the country, I've been blessed, alhamdulillah. This is my second Hajj. And the second time I have had the opportunity to come free of charge. From Scotland, from around the world, everyone dreams to come for Hajj. But one of the biggest problems, or not problem, one of the first problems people face is finances.
Finances, yes, exactly.
And as we know, this is part of the struggle. But alhamdulillah, being here, the first year I was sponsored with one of the local organizations to come, and this year with one of the TV channels as well, alhamdulillah.
Great that we meet with you today to explain more about your feelings towards the first year of Hajj. Was the first time you performed Hajj last year?
No, 2010.
So it's six years ago.
Yeah.
Abdurrahim, let's start with what are the differences that you have noticed in those 6 years, the differences between the organization-wise, the smoothment of movement rather, between the holy sites here and there and the Haram back forth to Mina, Muzdalifah and Arafah. What did you notice?
Both have been very different experiences. The first, we came as part of the Hamla with one of the Islamic centers from Skaka, Al-Jawf. The journey here, the first Hajj, the journey was extremely long, in a small bus for more than half a day, traveling from the north of the country down to Mecca. This time we came as a group from Riyadh, so it's obviously much closer than traveling from the north of the country. So the journey here was different both times. This experience, we've been part of Huda TV, another TV channel. We have been together doing like a reality TV show for Hajj. The benefits of Hajj and the experiences of Hajj, and we've had many guests discussing all the different aspects of Hajj. Compared to the first experience, it was just purely part of the Islamic center. So we came down and we went through, we stopped in Medina, into Ihram, and that was the first part of the journey. So we were really excited straight from Medina. And then we spent a few days in Mina, and then we continued with the rest of the...
Abdurrahim, if I may ask a personal question. Do you originate from Islam? Are you originally Muslim?
No.
Your family is Catholic?
Yeah.
Okay.
From Scotland, my mother's from Scotland, Catholic, and my father from Ireland, Catholic. He was a Catholic, he has since changed his religion.
Changed also too?
He is now from Catholic to Protestant.
Oh yeah, there's two religions in actually in Britain, and that kind of in Great Britain and that part of the world between, and even there were some smirch or wars, or we cannot call it, between Protestants and Catholics.
That's right.
But let's speak about your own experience. Why did you divert to Islam? What made you think that Islam is the right religion? Why did you want to change? If your parents come from different backgrounds, what made you think of Islam?
Well, having Catholic parents when I was younger, going to Mass every Sunday was part of the routine. You know,
Exactly, yeah.
and it was more like just a routine. You know, I always believed, but the aspect of going to mass for me, I didn't feel any connection.
To mosque or to church?
To church, sorry, to mass. Mass is like church. Yeah.
Mass.
For Catholics, they say mass. So mass every Sunday, it was just go and sit and wait till the end. You know, there was no connection. But as an individual, I always believed in God. I didn't really understand the aspect of Jesus being a Catholic. So that's why I focus more on just believing and praying to God at night. If I had to pray at all when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
When as I grew up, there were very few Muslims in my town, maybe one or two, but no interaction with them at all.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until I started university where I met my first Muslim friends, alhamdulillah, and they introduced me to Islam in Ramadan. So that was a good time, you know, for me to be introduced to Islam.
And you see them fasting, and that's what attracted you.
Exactly. Actually, it was 1 week before Ramadan I met them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're eating together, no problem. And then one day I invited them for lunch, and they said, "Oh no, we can't. This is Ramadan." I said, "Wait, you have to fill me in. I don't know what this is." And that's when my questions, although they were very good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If they didn't know the answer, they passed me to another friend who could answer the question.
Mm-hmm.
But what really kind of interested me was the do's and don'ts. You know, especially in Ramadan, we don't eat, don't drink, no relations with your husband or wife if you're married. I said, why would you do this? You know, I thought, why would anyone do this? Why would you restrict yourself so much for a month? And I don't know, I just found it so interesting. So the more I asked, the answers they gave me, my curiosity just grew and grew and grew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then how long did it take you from the introduction to becoming a real Muslim or a Muslim?
About 2 years, 2.5 years, from the first time meeting the friends. And I tried to live life as a Muslim without actually being a Muslim. You know, it's almost like I wanted to say, can I do this? Can I live life as a Muslim before I fully accept Islam? So then, alhamdulillah, that actually did help. It helped me to prepare myself for living life as a Muslim. I stopped eating pork. Alhamdulillah, I never drank alcohol and didn't smoke or take drugs. So that aspect for me was easy. For others, that could be a bit of an obstacle. You know.
Just showed me.
This was made easy for me.